Summer, the kids are out of school, and what better way to have a vacation than to have perhaps a staycation? A nice, easy way and cost-friendly way to do so is by going on a camping trip. So I commissioned our newsroom camping expert, Mr.
That's what
Zach
people are
Bruhl.
saying. If you're looking for, like you said, a cost-effective way to get out in the summertime, beat the heat. I mean, look at the canopy of trees we're under. We're along a river here at Armitage Park, so you can get in the water, get out of the house, and do all of it for maybe 20 bucks a night or something like that, plus food and all that. So simplifies things. The van makes things very easy. Just throw a bunch of stuff in and hit the road. You've already got your shelter wherever you end up.
Something just you and your furry friend can do.
Perfect for you and the furry friend. Isn't that right, Artie?
And there's a variety of ways to make sure you have fun outdoors. The setup of your van being a key factor. Having a bed, a top priority.
Couple platforms to anchor it up.
Okay.
We throw a big cushion on there, some sleeping bags, couple pillows, and it's good. It's not the biggest bed in the world, but it certainly does the job.
Now, if you're looking to do a more traditional form of camping, Armitage Park also has campgrounds available. And lucky for me, Zach has a tent in his van we can set up.
I like to look for a flat spot, get the footprint laid out. That makes sure the bottom of your tent will stay clean. It's really helpful if it's wet out to keep your tent from getting wet on the bottom, because this fabric can mold up real bad if you don't take care of it properly.
So we got to work on building the rest of the tent, something much easier than I expected. Zach says he and his fiance often leave the rain top off to enjoy a night under the stars.
Tuck the door up in this little thing up here. And you just have a nice wide open spot. A night like this where it's nice and calm, the stars come out and you can lay on your bed and look up through this net at the stars and all the bugs that are landing on your tent. No, it's quite relaxing. So that's how I like to do it.
Once you're all set up, it's time to get comfy and make sure you've got everything ready for dinner. Armitage Park has everything you may need for a quick overnight trip, including benches, fire pits, grills, and firewood. And most importantly, have fun on your weekend camping trip. Remember, everything that comes into the campground with you needs to be taken home. And if you are headed for a weekend camping trip of your own, here's a look at what you can expect today heading into the start of your 4th of July weekend. Definitely seeing another push into 80s territory for today. Of course, heading into the next couple of days, well, that's where we start to see a bit more of that cooling trend. Starting off with tonight, the mid to low 50s, making a return. 40s also managing to return across the board. Now, usually if you're headed out for a weekend camping trip, whether it's into the upper elevations of the Cascades or over onto the eastern foothills, you can both certainly run into a little bit of a mixed bag through portions of your late Thursday night into Friday early morning. And I'm talking about the chance for some isolated thunderstorms to make another return. Now, we really see that pushing through Highway 97 into Bend and continuing to make its push a little bit farther east, heading again into your 4th of July evening and even into the weekend as a whole. So definitely something to keep an eye on if you are planning to head out over onto the eastern sides. Now, if you're looking to stay home, well, good news. We do see some cloud coverage through majority of the morning, but once that low pressure system pushes its way out of the area, that ridge of high pressure then develops and it works its way on in, bringing us some much warmer temperatures come Monday into Tuesday and even into Wednesday as well. So again, here's a look at what that forecast is looking like. Specifically, if you're looking to make some s'mores over onto the eastern foothills, going to be in the 80s, a little bit of a cooler evening into the low 50s for the area. Come Sunday, pushing into 80s territory once again, but still keeping that cloud coverage clear. And of course, if you're maybe trying to make a fishing trip out of it, well, looks like we're going to have a nice easy day. It's really not until Tuesday where we start to see the return of some breezier winds, the 90s making a return as well. And as far as those river temperatures are concerned, let me tell you, we push into upper 50s for some areas. North Umpqua River over in Winchester, really seeing the warmest out of all of them, sitting at 72 degrees. Still relatively cooler out there, so just make sure that you guys are staying extra safe when heading out the door. And of course, here's a quick peek at what that 4th of July forecast is looking like for tomorrow. Into the 60s for the coastal areas. A bit of that patchy fog sneaking its way on in, but really Eugene and Roseburg looking to stay in the upper 70s and low 80s across the region. Of course, we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast and look at the remainder of your weekend coming up in just a bit.
But yeah, I mean, as it currently stands, this is the sort of forecast combined with those river temperatures finally picking up that if you are having any of those outdoor plans, truly you can be a happy camper.
Literally a happy camper. I know Zach is very much a happy camper.
It looked like he was prepared.
Oh, he is always he was excited when I came up to him and said, hey, I know you love to go camping. Would you help a girl out with this? And he said, most certainly, as long as Mr. Artemis Cooper Bruhl can be in the, and I said, sure, why not?
It's not a real trip without the furry friend, is it?
Of course not. A man's best friend. Take him camping. I'm looking to take Rosie with me one day.
There you go. Well, this weekend just might be perfect for it. But